Hey, it's Talk here, and I've had a lot of parents ask me about the types of apps that I use to control content on my kids' devices. I have 5 children, pregnant with number 6, and they all have devices. The youngest is 4, oldest is 12. We travel a lot, and whenever we're on the road, it just makes sense for them to have their own media because the 4-year-old is not going to be watching what the 12-year-old watches. I'm just going to show you the app that I use that I've found that I really enjoy. It's called Kids Place. And if you go onto Google Play Store, they also have it on the Amazon App Store. You would just type in Kids Place. Short and sweet, and it's right there. They've actually changed Kids Place a lot over the years. I've been using it for at least 7 years now, I think. They keep updating it, and what they'll do is they will kind of dry run different features, and it will be free, and then they eventually make it a paid service. The way they've been doing it is a one-time fee, which I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and get in and show you. So once you download the app, it will ask you to set up your PIN. That's just a 4-digit lock that will allow you to get into your parent controls and stuff like that. Right now, you're not able to see my Kids Place because Kids Place is actually blocking Air Server, which is what I'm using to put my tablet screen up on my computer. So that gives you an idea of how effectively Kids Place works. Right when it starts to load, every app that is not approved by the parent gets shut down. The last time I had this up was on Sunday. In our house we like to have a down day, and so they don't get video games, and they don't get like ruckus TV shows, because we just want to have a peaceful day. Once you go into settings, which of course that's like the universal settings icon, right? The little spur gear. You put in your PIN that you've set up your email as a backup, and these are the settings in Kids Place. One of the most valuable settings is manage apps, right? I can go in, and every single app on the tablet will show up in a list that is either approved or denied. If I want to deny it, I just make sure that it's not checked. And you can see I've got like coding games and math games and flashcards. I tried to do some like Bluetooth multiplayer games. So we can be taking like a 4-hour trip in the car, and they can all be, Bluetooth playing each other on crossy roads or something like that. So you have your little circle for checking the app saying my child's approved to play this app. And then you have the little green Wi-Fi symbol that allows internet on that specific app or blocks internet on that specific app. At any rate, so let's say I pick my apps, right? And then I go in and you see the apps that I've put on. That's the only thing the child can see. The child can go to home, the child can try to exit, the child's not going to know the PIN. If they figure out your PIN, that's bad. That has only happened once. And so I reset all of the PINs, and they haven't figured it out since. So let's go back in and I'll show you some of the other settings. Since they updated Kids Place, you actually have to buy that as an advanced feature. It's maybe like $5. I don't have advanced features on this tablet, but this gives you an idea of what that does. Ha! Funny. So I can't even get to the Google Play Store. Some people might think that's annoying. I actually love that. I love how totally secure it is. Now let me show you. What you can do is you can just select the one app that you want them to have Wi-Fi for, or the 2 apps that you want them to have Wi-Fi for, and you click Allow Internet Connection. So these are the features that you can control as a parent. Lock the home button. Basically what that means is that when your child hits the home key on the tablet, they're not going to be able to get to the home screen. It's going to keep them in Kids Place. Auto restart apps. Block Marketplace, which is one of the reasons I couldn't open Marketplace, because I have that set on my parent controls. Keep it in airplane mode. Allow internet connection. Now, to allow internet connection, you either have to have cellular or log into a local area network. You can have this on tablets, you can have it on phones. So you actually have the ability in Kids Place to lock your child's phone. So if they have a timeout and maybe there are certain things you want them doing on their phone, but they don't get to call their friends and talk to their friends, you lock the phone. I've actually seen, like on certain tablets that I have, it treats it a little differently. Like it won't allow you to lock it. So it can get a little bit complicated if your child is using an app like Google Voice and the tablet treats it like an app instead of treating it like a phone or a call. So just to be aware, is it a phone or is it a tablet with an app with calling abilities? So you're going to have to pay attention to that. Keeping the home screen on just wastes the battery. I never do it, but depending on your child, it might help. I always do start on device reboot. This is a really important option to check, because your child, if you don't check that, they can go in, restart the tablet, and be out of Kids Place. Then all of these other ones, display status bar, lock notification bar, block unapproved apps, starting from approved apps. That one is extremely useful. So check that one. Allow kids to switch users. So if you have one device and children who use different age-appropriate apps on that device, then you would be able to, lock the apps for that particular child. Lock device volume, we totally use that in church. Change volume, you would go in and change the volume to off or to mute when you lock the volume control. Or if your kid keeps turning a video up all the way up and you only want the volume halfway up, it's great for locking the volume then as well. Whitelist is one of the things that I love about Kids Place. It allows you to whitelist apps. So my child will actually do some of her schoolwork, and so you can see like she needed to get to my files, and so those are all whitelisted, because if it were not whitelisted, she would not be able to search for files. And she could go into Docs and look for the file that she saved. It would block it and send her right back to the home screen. That is how locked down Kids Place is. And some people might think that that's a little too much, but I think it's perfect. If your child has been in Kids Place for a while, and you exit through parent settings or just exit the app in general, it will actually give you a feed out of what your child has been doing, how much time they were actually using the tablet, what they were doing on the tablet. So that's another nice thing about Kids Place, that for some reason I'm not getting it to pop up, but generally it does. I hope this review helped. If there are other apps that you would like me to review, educational apps, if there is a parent control app that you think is just the bomb, definitely post those things in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel. I hope to be putting more content out about really great apps that are available for children. Be patient with me since I am pregnant with child number 6. I don't have a lot of time, and I have a standing desk, which leaves me winded and ready to faint half the time. But anyway, hope this helped. See you next time.